Hi, this is Steve from DP Studios, and in this video tutorial I'm going to quickly show you how to isolate color using a layer mask. You see those nifty little pictures out there that are all black and white except for one little object is colored. I really like those. I like doing them, so I read a lot of tutorials on how to do them. As a matter of fact, there's tutorials on DeviantArt that actually show you different ways of doing this, and actually very good ways. I just like using this way because it's easily correctable if you mess up, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So first thing I want you to do is take this and click the thumbnail, drag it in to create a new layer, so we now have a background copy. We're going to work on that. On your keyboard, click Control-Shift-U to desaturate that. It's not my favorite way of making a black and white photo, and there's a video tutorial in my gallery that shows you how to make a better black and white photo, but for tutorial purposes we're going to use the really cool destructive way that Photoshop does it, by Control-Shift-U desaturate. So now that we have that, let's take our magnifying glass here and let's blow that hand up real nice and that flower so we can really get in here. And what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do over here in your layers palette at the bottom, I want you to click this little button right here, add layer mask. Now when you add that layer mask, you need to have your foreground and background colors set to black and white. You can do that by clicking right there. Default foreground background colors are black and white. So we're going to use this arrow here and we're going to flip that over and make black our foreground color. Now with black as our foreground color, that will erase. Black erases, white paints. Just remember that while you're working with a layer mask. Over here in your toolbox, I want you to click on this button right here, polygonal lasso tool, and I'm going to start right in here, and I'm just going to start clicking around this flower. In this tutorial, I am going to just do this one particular piece right here because it's kind of time consuming and need a little bit of patience and a steady hand. But as you can see right now, my flower has gone off the edge, and so what I'm going to do, quick little tip, hold down the space bar and pull this down. Okay, now we still have it. We haven't lost our last point. I like that little thing there. I'd done a lot of these before I actually realized that I could hold down the space bar and move my picture, which took way longer. So that's just a little quick shortcut that may help you. Alright, now I'm going to hold down the space bar again, and I'm going to pull this back up so I can see to finish the picture. And I'll get down here to the hand. Now, right here, I'm going to intentionally goof up so I can show you in just a second how easily it's fixed. So I'm going along here, and don't I mess up. Okay, let's get back up. Rather than just go ahead and going, oh, forget it, I have to do the whole thing again, just go ahead and finish your path. Okay, now I have a finished path. I'm going to bring that down into the frame so you can see the whole thing. Now, there's one or two ways I can do this. I can take a paintbrush with a hard edge, and I can start painting this guy away. Okay, Control Z. Or I can take my paint bucket with black and just paint. Now, Control deselect, and I'm going to hold my spacebar down, and I'm going to pull this up where you can see where I goofed up right there. So, a couple of ways of fixing that too. Paintbrush again, flip your colors white to black, and with the white selected, we're going to paint now. So, I can just go in here, and I have a nice steady hand, and I can paint that back. If you're in a really tight spot and you can't get a paintbrush in there, this is the way to do it. I'm going to blow that up. I probably don't need it that big. I'll blow that up. Now, use my polygonal lasso tool again and make a nice edge, small clicks all the way around this. Doesn't matter back here. Now we have a nice little edge right here, and with my paintbrush I can paint like that and not worry about going back onto the flower, or again using your paint bucket, you can simply just paint it. Control deselect to lose that, and there you have it. That is a simple little way of isolating a color using a layer mask. I hope that helps you some, and until the next